got a problem, I tell you I'm your man. Trigonometry, philosophy, it's all the same to me. The pleasure is all ours, it makes no difference what you ask. Your curiosity we feed, the only thing you need is ask Uncle Ben, ask Uncle Ben. Looking for an answer, you simply can't go wrong. We'll ask the Oompa Loompas or sing a stupid song. We're the Oompa Loompas. Ask a stupid question, Whistler's watching you. We will never quit, so keep on asking it. Ask Uncle Ben, ask Uncle Ben. Struggling with your taxes or head stuck in a priest, we'll write a city code for you at the very least. Take us all the task, just take a breath and ask. If there's things you need to know, just write into our show. Ask Uncle Ben, ask Uncle Ben. Ask Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, Uncle Ben.
Ah, Lemmy, how we miss you. How we miss you indeed. Marvellous, marvellous, marvellous. And if you don't mind, I'll just carve a good evening and welcome into your forehead whilst you're asleep. Hello, hello, yes, it's time for another Ask Uncle Ben. Why not why not indeed? You'll all be happy to hear that Whistler and his insane, terrifying mother have reconciled their differences and are both very happy now indeed. Isn't that right, Whistler?
Yes, Mommy loves me. Yes, Mommy loves me. Yes, Mommy loves me. So let's let this new love flow.
Ah, that's nice.
Mummy is taking me to a special car key swapping party later to celebrate.
That's not so nice. Good Lord. Oh, and I finally managed to get over my fear of ducks. Oh, all right, not quite, but shut up. Right, let's get on with some questions, shall we? Yes, we shall. Mrs. Suspicious Coffee Mornings writes in, Dear Uncle... Oh, sorry, hang on, I'll just get this. Hello? Have you been missold PPI by your bank or building society? Oh, Lord. If the answer's yes, press 1. If the answer's no, press yourself against an unsuspecting member of the clergy. If the answer's... Oh, bugger off. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, where were we? Dear Uncle Twinge, myself and Mr. Coffee Morning and young Tea Break enjoyed your remastered Doctor Who segment. Oh, thank you. At the end of the theme music, does the TARDIS crash into an arc light in a large plastic bin, or does it just sound that way? Ah, yes, I believe you're referring to this. But no, it's not the TARDIS crashing into an arc light in a large plastic bin. Close, it's actually, well... I filtered the sound a bit, so you should be able to hear what's actually happening, so listen very carefully. Perpug, you've got this on too high a setting. How much stuff are you drying in there? I'm sorry, Doctor. I didn't mean it, Doctor. You fool. You fool. Look out! Yes, that's right. It is in fact the TARDIS's tumble dryer exploding. Oh, no. Tumble dryer, spin around and round until you can see through time. Right, ignore that. A question from Jen. Dear Uncle Ben, what is this escrow thing I keep hearing about? And how can I stop it clogging up my toilet? Ah, escrow, the later abbreviated name for the splendid bird band S Club Crow, who then became Escrow, and then finally, of course, Escrow Hatchlings. With their hits. I got you and you got me, son. Beaks for the stars. Climb every mountain high and beaks for the stars. And
Don't stop, never give up. Flap your wings high and reach the top. Show the whole world what you have got. Bring it all back up and feed it to your children.
And of course, the classic.
Flown crab cruising, hear my black wings beat. Flown crab cruising to the S-Crow beat.
Ah, splendid, splendid. Takes me back, it does. I've no idea why you'd think they'd block your toilet, though. Just don't invite them round to your house. Simple as that, really. Next question. Dear Uncle Ben, what is the difference between marital arts and martial arts? Yours sincerely, an igloo for some reason. Well, it's always nice to hear from an igloo, I imagine. Well, what an excellent question, Igloo. I think we need the Oompa Loompas for this one. Are you there, Oompas? Oh, hang on, I'll just dangle a signed photograph of Dale Winton on the end of a fishing rod. That usually does the trick. Wait a minute. Ah, yes, here they come.
Oompa Loompa Doobity-Doo. We've got the perfect answer for you. Oompa Loompa Doobity-Dee. Marital and martial, the difference you'll see. Marital arts are what you do in bed. Either have to ride a wheelbarrow or stood on your head. Whereas martial arts are a form of defense. Let the Oompa Loompa battle commence. Punch you in the throat I will. Oompa Loompa blood will spill. Oompa Loompa Doobity-Doos. Don't get the two of these much confused. Oompa Loompa Doobity-Duck. Or you'll defend yourself by giving them a good...
Right, that's quite enough of that. Thank you very much. Yes, thank you. Yes, back under the bed with you. Go on, you horny, violent dwarfs. Honestly, can't get the fictional characters these days. How terribly rude. Oh, shut up, Lady Bracknell. Right, next question. Another question from Mrs. Suspicious Coffee Mornings. Dear Uncle... Oh, hell, hang on a minute. I'm so sorry, everyone. Hang on. Hello? Have you been missold a building society? If the answer's yes, press 1. If the answer's no, pressure cook a leg of lamb for 6.5 weeks and then beat me to death with it. Oh, clear off. Sorry about that, everyone. Right, carrying on. Dear Uncle Bannisters, how much is that Dodge in the window? Oh, I don't know, actually. Lady Bracknell, how much does a Dodge go for nowadays? A handbag? No, not a handbag. A Dodge. A handbag? Oh, shut up. Sorry, Mrs. Suspicious Coffee Mornings. We'll have to get back to you on that one, alright? Next question. Oh, from Telly. Hello, Telly. Dear Uncle Featherfucker. Good grief. I appreciate your walking aids. Oh, good. However, my walking aids have not been delivered. Please advise. Oh dear. Well, I suggest you go down to your local bingo hall. It won't help you with the walking aids problem, but it is jolly good fun. All the fours, 76. And now 2 questions from Andy. Hello, Andy. Dear Ian Glenn. Oh, I like him. He's good and easy, not still and everything. Oh, Ian Glenn. Oh, yes, I like him. Isn't it about time that these so-called soft drinks are finally renamed? For kicks, and whilst walking to work this morning, I threw a can of one of these soft drinks at an elderly gardener who was weeding in his front garden. This is not a euphemism. Instead of bouncing off his head with hilarious consequences, it rendered him unconscious, and I'm now facing criminal prosecution. Oh dear, I am sorry to hear that, Andy. That sounds bad. I guess that old gardener was lilting after that attack. Lilting! Oh, shut up. Handbag! Oh, don't you start. Well, I suppose you're right, actually. They shouldn't be called soft drinks at all, should they? We should have learned that from the First World War, of course, fighting Kaiser Wilhelm. He certainly wasn't soft. Vicious he was. Oh, vicious! Oh, vicious! I don't know what's happening to me. And he continues. And now an important question regarding rain etiquette. Ooh. Why is it when dogs shake themselves vigorously after walking or swimming in the rain, people find it cute and amusing? But when I carry out more or less the same action with my drenched umbrella in a crowded train carriage, the same people seem to get extremely upset. Is this not an example of hypocrisy at its finest? Finally, is this last question too short? Never too short, Andy, never. It's thoroughly marvellous. As for the shaking thing, the trouble is, I think, you're not a dog, unless I'm very much mistaken. You seem too tall for a start. So people aren't going to find you cute, are they? Next time, try getting down on all fours and sniffing and licking some of the commuters before you shake your wet umbrella all over them. I think that'll go down an absolute treat. Do let us know how you get on. 2 dyslexic railway workers, 47! No, there's no time for bingo now, honestly. Next question. Oh, for goodness sake, sorry, what is it now? Excuse me again. Hello, dear Uncle Ben. You could have been mistold PPI by your bank or building society, or by that dodgy-looking bloke down the dog track. And if one of these always lies and the other always tells the truth, which door should you go through to receive compensation? Yours sincerely, press 5 to speak to an operator. Oh, it's you, is it? You're the reason for me suddenly getting all these ridiculous phone calls, is it, you swine? Look, don't go through any doors, just ignore the stupid phone calls. Don't even answer them. Now, carrying on. Oh, sorry, just 2 secs. Hello? Have you sold your building society by mistake? If the answer's yes, press 1. If the answer's no, present daytime television. Oh, look, do please go away. Right, carrying on now. Aidan writes in, Dear Uncle Ben, my client, Aidan Extremely Sensible Clark, would like to issue a cease and desist notice against your ceaseless harassment of him by tagging him in your mockeries of agony aunt on the Facebook. My client may, out of the goodness of his heart, allow those with names too ridiculous to be allowed a Facebook account to temporarily use his account. However, this nuisance must now cease, or a summons will be brought against you. Oh dear. Yours sincerely, Jeremy. Ooh, my shark repellent has worn off and a porpoise is investigating my affidavits. Foopy QC. Oh dearie me, this does sound very serious indeed. Look, I'm so sorry. I just assumed that you were good friends with Ann Egg and Ann Onion and either a goat or a car and all the rest of them and Igloo, etc. Look, oh God, look, this is very serious. I'd best consult my legal team. What? We haven't got a legal team. Well, what have we got? Mr. What is Gollum doing here? He's your Smeagol team. Oh, for goodness sake. Absolutely not. Get him out. Try again. And what's this? Your Beagle team. I give up. Right, get them out of here at once, please, Whistler. Aidan, Mr. Clark, I'm so sorry. I promise you we will come to a proper arrangement just as soon as I've consulted with my... Seagull team? We will get straight back to you. I'm so sorry again. All right? I'm sorry. Dear. And finally, another question from Tully. Dear... Oh, Lord, not again. I'm sorry again, everybody. Hello? Has your pie got a bank in it? If the answer's yes, press 1. If the answer's no, presume you can fly and throw yourself off a tall neighbour. If the answer's please, for God's sake, just leave me alone, please, I'm begging you, please, please, press 36, 19, 75, 3 understimulated personal accountants, 99, and bingo! Oh, splendid, splendid. Well done, everyone. Well done indeed. Wasn't that fun? Marvellous. Right, on with the final question. Dear Uncle Kringo Shit. Thank you, Tully. I have ruined everything. And by everything, I mean everything. Is there anything you can do? Oh, Tully, Tully, Tully. There's always something we can do. You know, everyone, as this is the penultimate episode of this series, I think, lovely listeners, let's all remember that there's always something we can do for one another. Always some way we can help. Whether it be a simple shoulder to cry on, a patient ear to talk to, or a good old cuddle to just hug those worries away. Not you. Tully, I'm sending Lady Bracknell and the Oompa Loompas round to yours at once. There's nothing they can't sort out. So remember, everyone, whatever your problem, whatever your worries, just ask Uncle Ben. See you next time, everyone. Bye-bye! If you've got a problem, I tell you I'm your man. Trigonometry, philosophy, it's all the same to me. The pleasure is all ours. It makes no difference what you ask. Your curiosity we feed. The only thing you need is ask Uncle Ben. Ask Uncle Ben. Looking for an answer, you simply can't go wrong. We'll ask the Oompa Loompas or sing a stupid song. We're the Oompa Loompas. Ask a stupid
question, Whistler's watching you. We will never quit, so keep on asking it. Ask Uncle Ben, ask Uncle Ben. Struggling with your taxes or head stuck in a priest, we'll write a city code for you at the very least. Take us all the task, just take a breath and ask. If there's things you need to know, just write into our show. Ask Uncle Ben, ask Uncle Ben. Ask Uncle Ben. Uncle Ben, Uncle